Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. You are teleported into a game of your choice for a month. If you die in the game, you die in real life, but whatever you collect in the game you can keep in real life. Skills, magic, items, pets, clothes. What game do you pick? I'd play one of these shitty build your own dream home games on mobile. I'll get a lot of awesome stuff for my home and garden and I cannot die. That is extremely smart. But I got a slightly better one. The Sims get your dream home with shit that you could never get in real life. A gate telescope in the garden, or rocket, or a scarecrow that lives. Master skills like the guitar or programming in a few hours, or become a kick wizard. Edit forgot to say there is a slight chance of death. The Sims free play, they just don't die. That is kind of smart. You could just learn ill skills like programming and get a great job because of it. Play chess for a few hours and become a world-class scientist. Fuck it, Dark Souls. Depending on what counts as death, Dark Souls could actually be not your worst choice since you are effectively and canonically immortal. So if only final deaths count and you manage to complete all games in the given time, you would come back as an immortal Ubermensch with superior magical skills and a pile of epic stuff for cosplays. So yeah, fuck it, Dark Souls FTW. And when you lose purpose in your immortal life, you don't even need meth or the likes to turn you into a mindless husk. The Dark Sig does it for you. Adventure capitalist. In a month you own 100x the amount of value on Earth. This is smart. Scribbleoats. Max's notebook would be damn powerful. Great idea. This is one of the most genius ideas. Obviously Minecraft, so I can bring back shitloads of dirt. Bring a 64 cubic meter of dirt for me too. But when you come back you would have like hundreds or thousands of tons of stuff somewhere on you, and your spine would just shatter. This game will make you come in 40 seconds. What do you do with the rest of your month? Oh no, I'm there for a month, my friend. Portal. For that portal gun. Screw participating in the game. Just get the portal gun, and wait. I'd also be interested in those leg attachments that allow one to fall infinite distance with no ill effects. That's worth billions right there. The portal gun is worth trillions. TBH, I'd want to have the portal stuff mostly for this. The portal gun is pretty cool, but we're not sure how well it would work on regular stuff, not coated in moon dust. So it would probably be most useful if I had access to enough grinded moon rocks to make a surface on which I can place a reliable portal. Then I'd need spacesuits and also a vacuum chamber to be able to go on the moon to collect more dust. Also I might get cancer, which kinda sucks. Homeworld. A self-sustaining colony ship with mining and production facilities of all kinds, research bases, carriers, and a hyperdrive system. I'd never have to work again and could advance technology by millennia. My first thought was sins of a solar empire for the same reason. Conservative estimates of the value of a phase drive are probably in the trillions because whoever controls the design controls asteroid mining, and even after the inevitable market crashes in gold and platinum, it'll still be a ludicrous sum. And that's not even including all the Ertak Vazarai, the faction I mained, have. Stardew Valley. Seriously, this is the one I'd pick. You get a free house and a farm and you can't die. Just wander around and pick up random stuff and sell it for cash. Hell, you can literally just sit around doing nothing but watch TV for a month and now you've got a free house and land. You can have friends, too. No Man's Sky. Get a fleet of spaceships that can travel between stars in seconds. Okay, in my opinion you have the best one. You could sell it to the government for enough me for you, all your kids and their kids for eternity, and you would go down in history as one if not the smartest person who ever lived, and you would be the reason we make contact with alien life. Maybe I'm pessimistic, but I feel like the government would just seize it from you and you might just disappear into a secret prison where they interrogate you to find out how you built it or where you got it. Minecraft. Coming out with multiple cubic meters of pure gold and emeralds, and the strength to carry them. I'd be a god. And nothing says you can't play creative. That was my instant answer. I mostly just play creative / peaceful survival, and the amount of gold / diamond / emerald I could collect for myself in that time could crash the entire global economy. That's not even talking about mod Minecraft where materials can mine themselves and collect stuff like copper or platinum. Or the enchanted items you could create and bring back to the real world. Bring back a skeleton farm. The world would be so much better if bone meal was real. You're in luck. Adventure capitalist or freaking cookie clicker. Why stop at one, grandma? Living in cookie clicker would be a fun month. I would probably not want to touch cookies again after living off nothing but cookies for a month. Cookie clicker doesn't even give you money, you'll just return with fuckload of cookies. Goat simulator. Only right answer. Minecraft. If you're not fucking around too much, it's easy to stay alive. And a 1 meter cube of gold would be worth just a touch over $1 billion, $1,045,521,120 at current prices. Just play creative and you can't die. Plus you come back knowing how to fly. Would you also come back being able to spawn in material whenever you want? IT dogs. Haven't thought of that game in years. Pokemo. So many possibilities. Open a circus or a zoo and charge admission, get rich then retire with my exotic pets. More diabolical plan could be running for president using a psychic Pokemo to help with persuasion / winning people over. Use this for good and make life-saving changes in government. Be able to travel without buying plane tickets or spending hours in transit. Instant teleport. Plus people don't die in Pokemo, so win-win. Change your name to Ash Exotic. Edit, thanks for the gold, I'm gonna buy myself some new fancy legs. Second edit, thanks for the I'm deceased, I feel like Carol Baskin's second husband, thanks for the platinum too, I'll hang it on my eyebrow. Gary fucking Barsky. I'm thinking you could get a Ditto and just as many different Pokemo as possible, breed that Ditto and you could sell eggs or build an army to conquer the world. But what I really want is just a Growlithe, maybe just a few. Sims, fuck it, I can get myself a hot wife and the best looking house and be rich as fuck. She only speaks in gibberish. Yay, but the woohoo is great. Lego Worlds. Even if the studs and items don't become real when I return, I'd still have a bunch of Legos. Also, low risk of dying. Half of this thread involves taking over the world and becoming immortal. Meanwhile, this dude is content with possibly getting a ton of Lego and will be happier with the outcome than anyone else on here. Sigh probably well. It makes sense. Stay to the old expansion areas and you are killable. When you get back you have millions of gold, hundreds of mounts, hundreds of pets, and ungodly power no matter what class you are. So torn between a druid, a priest and a lock. Shapeshifting / mind control / them work slaves. Skyrim. Definitely Skyrim. I'd have a blast and come home with a shit ton of gold, enchanted artifacts, potions, and bizarre souvenirs. Just bold to halted stream camp for that transmutation spellbook. You've risked your life once and your reward is as much gold you could possibly want for life. That seems like a lot of risk. You've got to remember, you're not Dragaba or probably even a decent swordsman. So you're just running into a bandit camp full of people ready to murder you and you're probably not prepared to fight one of them, let alone multiple bandits at a time. Imagine being in Skyrim, but it's mod. The dragon doesn't show up and you just get executed within 10 minutes. Or, you get caught in an ultimate showdown to the death starring Macho Dragon Randy Savage and / or Thomas the Tank Engine. Your choice. Witcher 3. With my awesome gwet skills, I'll be a millionaire. I'll try to avoid the drowners and shit. How about some gwet? Nods. Destiny, I'ma get me that acrogasm even though the chances of dying is 99%. I'm a big Destiny player. I was wondering, what does death mean in Destiny? If I'm not in a darkness zone and my ghost can revive me, would I still die in real life? If revivable deaths don't count, I'm in. Doesn't matter if there's a restricted zone or not, all that matters is that your ghost is alive. If it dies, so do you. Animal Crossing. I have never played those games. Are there any great items for real life in it? In my Animal Crossing house I have a fully functioning kitchen, all the same appliances etc. There's also tons of clothes / shoes. The Sims, I'd just be hitting the motherload. Rosebud. Rosebud. Even better, change the last one to A, instead. It gives you an error message, but still gives you the money, but it doesn't delete it so you don't have to retype it. You can just hold down enter and your money will keep growing. Only time I can remember where an unintended typo helped me out with something. I may have to make an argument for Everwhite or Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Some seriously large magic systems. Though arguments could be made for a number of superhero games as well for powers. Anyone who thought of money first didn't think this through well. Superpowers and magic could get you enormous amounts of money after the fact. I was going to say Morrowind you can learn a lot of magic. Also you can get immunity to disease / aging by doing a little bit of the main quest. And you can become uncontrollably powerful in like an hour by making potions, drinking them and then making another potion that scales off your now boosted stats. Rinse and repeat.